Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this video marks the beginning of week number 32 in this road to 100k realized return challenge. And so as you can see, a sea of red, a bloodbath has taken over the market. At the beginning of the trading day, and even in pre-market, the indexes were going up. However, as soon after the market opened, it just turned around and just became the markets went into the negative. And now over the past hour and a half, it became even more negative. And so as you can see here, the shares of QQQ are trading at 497, and basically this is because I believe President Trump, US President Trump, just made a press release, just made a press conference confirming that the tariffs will go ahead. So tariffs will be applied to Canada and Mexico and also China. I believe I couldn't attend or watch the entire press conference, but this was my understanding, and I believe that's the reason why markets went deeper into the red. And so at this point there's not much that we can do. We can only do our job and manage the risk the best we can and continue to make money. Of course, at this point you cannot make as much as you would like to, but still the fact that you keep making some money out of it, it's always something to cheer about. And I wanted to also to tell that I will be posting a video, the video that I mentioned on the previous one, in which I will show how can you make money still in these market conditions, and I'm going to explain all about it with a real life example that occurred last week. And so just stay tuned. But for now, for the sake of this video, Pfizer, and starting with Pfizer went through absolutely roller coaster of a day. And because it started the day very positively, and I'm going to show you here, because the trading day began and the stock was already right up to 2650, there was no point for us in selling a call on with a strike price of 2650. We just went for the 27 strike price, and so the stock immediately started to rise. It went all the way up to 2690. I was of course surprised because I thought it was going to reach the strike price on this particular day, but then it simply came around and just began just going downhill all the way. And it has been the case the whole trading day. And so now we had also sold 3 puts on Pfizer with a 26 strike price, which had of course a very low premium, but now because the stock are trading at 26, it's right at the money, and so they become much more valuable. So we will have to wait and see. If necessary, we will buy these shares and simply lower further down our cost basis, and we will try to wait and another time for us to sell those. And so as you can see here, we sold a call on the 27 strike price, and for now this is a trade that we will have to see until the end of the week how it's going to turn out. But the way things are going, I'm not seeing that this call will be exercised, and we'll probably have to roll over at some point this week because it's becoming almost impossible to be exercised at maturity. So yeah, we'll wait, and if necessary we will rebuy and we'll roll over to the next week. Or it might happen that if the stock at the end of the week comes very close to 2650, we might as well buy back this call and sell another calls with a 26.50 strike price and see what happens, because it would be nice for us to get rid of the shares. When it comes to QQQ, again, it is tracking the Nasdaq, and so it just became apparent that the stock was not going to perform well today, especially in here, I believe, was the time in which the press conference took place. And so, yeah, it just came all the way down because, of course, tariffs are on the way, and this does not feel good for consumers and for the economy in general. And as you can see here, we have still this call alive, the 515. However, we started the day by selling 519 calls with a strike price of 519, and this was about 2% above the stock price at the time of the trades opened. The trading day opened, but then, as you can see here, about an hour and a half into the trading day, because the stock started to come down, we sold the calls at 13 cents, and just 1 hour in, 1 hour and a half in, it was already trading at 2 cents. So we simply just bought those calls back, and we basically took some more risk, and we decided to go for the 515 call. We just basically replaced one for the other. We got these 11 cents per share, and now this is how it stands. We could potentially, because we are still about an hour at this, as we speak, we are still about an hour 15 minutes from the end of the trading day. We could probably sell, buy back these calls and sell another ones with a even lower strike price. We could potentially do that, but at that point, and given that we are almost at the end of the day, we would have to go to a strike price of 504, 503, 2 in order to make any money out of it, any money that would be worthwhile. But I think the risk, and given the fact that at this point we are trading with a higher volatility, as you can see here, we are trading at a pretty high volatility for the Nasdaq. I don't think it's worth the risk of going even lower on the strike price and then risk being called by some reversal that may happen at the very end of the trading day. So we are not going to take that risk. We will stay as we are. We're going to let these calls die worthless, and we will keep the premium. We're not going to take any further risk on this. And tomorrow is a new day, and we'll have to see what happens. Probably the stock will rebound, and then we'll have to choose another strike price. But we are, of course, dealing with a dangerous position, and so we have to be very careful on the strike price that we set. But this is a matter that I will explain on the video that I will post either on Wednesday or on Thursday. But we will have to wait and see what happens. For now, as you can see here, we have already input our trades in our scoreboard. This is a trade in which we kicked off our trading day, and as you can see here, we already closed it. We got a $29.68 profit, or annualized 6.75%. And now we have currently these trades outstanding, these calls on QQQ, which for sure gonna die worthless, and we have the covered calls, the 24 calls on Pfizer, and also the 3 puts on Pfizer as well. And so this is where we stand at the moment. We will have to thread very, very carefully over the next few days and see what happens, because the markets are very volatile, and we cannot afford to take the risk of getting called, especially on the QQQ, getting called on the shares at a lower price other than our acquisition price of $535, as you can see here. And so, yeah, for now, this is it. By the way, one thing that I can also show is the fact that in terms of our performance at this point, here, let's see, and as you can see here, now we are momentarily lower, much lower, because than the benchmarks, but at this moment, of course, this is just the beginning of a new month, and we'll have to wait how it turns out at the end at the beginning, because we are also being penalized by the performance of Pfizer, but we'll have to wait until the end of the month to see how it turns out. As things stands at the moment, and I am not sure if it's going to allow me to see the report, but we'll have to see here. But I don't think it's going to be possible to see whether we have the earnings updated. So probably we'll have to see it tomorrow. Let's see here on the realized columns, and yeah, it's not yet updated. It's still the on the 28th. So as you can see here, Friday. So, and the trades that we did on Friday are not yet integrated in here in this value, so we'll have to wait until tomorrow, and I will update this metric here, because we are already well into the $31,000 in gains. So yeah, we'll have to wait. So for the time being, this is all. Feel free to leave your comments and questions in the comment section below. I'm also available on LinkedIn in case you want to ask me some questions privately, and also feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And we will reconvene at the end of the week to see how the trades went, the rest of the trades went, and stay tuned, because I'm going to post a very important video for you guys either on Wednesday or on Thursday. So I'll see you there.